What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So this is going to be a really, really short video. It's just a guess what's coming down the line. I was thinking of what I wanted to do next for my next Croco Knives build. They have just been killing it, doing a great job with everything. And I wanted to do this certain knife for quite a while, but it had to be perfect because of what it's for. And if everybody remembers the Nutty Knife Guy, right? He had a knife channel. He was king of the war post, where he took a 4x4 and tied it and dangled it, and he would just stab at the war post. The Nutty Knife Guy was probably one of the most likable people on the internet. He was just awesome. I loved the guy. His name was Chelinski. We became friends. The guy was an author. He wrote science fiction books, right? And he was really good, super talented. And he passed away early, way too early. And something about Ray just stuck with me. I just really, really appreciated the guy. He was just always there, always awesome. So in one of his books, he had a character, this female character. She was like a sci-fi girl Rambo, right? He made her like all hot and stuff, and she was really cool. But he drew in this knife that she carried. It was a tanto with this kind of like an S guard, but a mini S. It was just like a little blade catch. And it was really cool, and I thought he drew it different in a couple different scenes. Like the knife would change just a little bit from one scene to the next, because it was just an illustration in his book. And I took the two and I put them together to try to think, what would this knife look like in real life? Now, in real life, it wasn't Damascus, but after Ray passed, I thought Damascus might be really a cool way to pay homage to Ray. And I was really thinking about that, and I was talking with my guy Usman over at Croco Knives, and I pull back up I had it up here and I lost it. And I said, what do you think about Damascus? And he made some really good points. He said, first, Damascus gets a pretty bad reputation in a lot of places in the world, and a lot of people don't trust it. He said, and second, the problem with Damascus is it will rust easily, and that is 100% true. If people do not take care of their knives, if you do not clean your knife after use, you're probably going to end up with a little bit of rust somewhere. You're going to end up with oxidation. If you don't either oil or store them, like if people will clean their knives and dry their knives and still get rust, and it's because they live in Florida or South Carolina, or somewhere where it's extremely muggy and you have a ton of humidity in the air, it's going to ruin a knife blade unless you oil it or wax it or anything like that. So with the fact that not everybody takes care of their blades, he made a good point. So then I said, well, then let's do what we do best with Usman and I. We come together and we collaborate. I said, let's do it in D2 and polish it, because we'll let that light shine. You know what I mean? We want that to be bright for Ray. And I'm going to show you the design, and you can check it out. So this was my initial drawing for the tanto. It's pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. I hand drew the damn Damascus. That took forever. Even inside the pins and inside the end, I hand drew it. But this is what I want. It's going to be a slab-sided grip, but I want like a black and white micarta, and then different drill sizes with different drill depths, so you get this celestial kind of look in the grip. I want it to really, really kind of look like something from space, since he was a sci-fi writer. Now, his drawing was an all-black knife with an all-black handle. So I think this would add something spectacular. So now, rather than the Damascus D2, instead of the Damascus guard, I think we'll go with a polished D2. But I think overall, this is going to be one serious, serious knife. I'm thinking just Nutty Knife Guy initials for the name. NKG, dbad NKG knife. I think that would be perfect for it because it was really inspired by Ray Chelinski. And I think this is it's going to be a 1/4 inch thick with like an 8-inch blade, 5-inch handle. It's not going to be small. It's going to be an absolute 100% fighting knife. And I mean absolute 100% fighting knife, if you didn't hear me the first time. This thing is going to be serious. We're looking at like a 1.5-inch wide blade, 1/4 inch thick, badass, full tang, just awesomeness. It's going to be over 4 inches on the inner grip. The thing is just going to be ridiculous. So this is going to be the next Croco Knives blade. Of course, it's going to look shiny and bright and really, really pay homage to Ray. We'll do a first production run, numbered 1 of 50, and we'll see how it goes. But I think this thing is going to be really good, especially the fit and finish Croco does. It's just awesome. So, speaking of fit and finish from Croco Knives, you can see that one right there and that one right there. And I'll tell you what, man, just awesome. I'm really happy that we get to do this knife because of who it is, who it represents, who it's for. And then I have another one around the corner with KHHI coming. Not yet. I have to design it. I haven't even designed it yet, but it's going to be another tribute knife to another person who is still around, but is really deserving. And we'll get into that. But as for now, the next Croco Knives blade is going to be that Tanto right there. And I'm super excited, super pumped. This one's going to be great. All right, so that's it for that one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife or video or both.